Alright, don't know how long this step is going to take, but this is where we actually put all the sides together. So, the directions, as you can see, that one right there in the middle, it just ends. You know, it says something about the support bracket will reach and stops. So we don't know what the hell it's supposed to reach. But anyway, let's see what we're going to start with here. We need a base unit.
Yeah, take it.
Don't hand me that thing. We need the base unit with the motor and the rod. Okay, we got this piece. Alright, focus. There we go. Okay. I'm running out of build space here now that we got to put the whole thing together. Okay, now, the piece with the power, that would be this one, which would go back here, right? Yeah, because it's got it going like this, right? What I don't understand is it's got these holes for these like screws, but they don't show us putting any screws in there to help hold it together.
They have to.
Huh?
They have to go, I think.
Yeah, but we can't. We have to put the screws in before we put it together. But it's not showing anything. Okay, what we're talking about here are these. You can't see there or there. Right here. There's a little notch right here, and it's like the head of a screw. And then straight, and then there's a hole right on the back side of this. Same thing we encountered with the fan on the other one. Yeah. There we go. Just like this. But they don't show us putting any screws in there. But without it, I think this thing would just be too weak. You know, even if you clipped it all together, it would still be too weak. So, I'm saying we probably should put at least a screw in each one. Hopefully we won't be missing any screws by the time we're done just by doing this. But I'd feel safer knowing that this is going to stay together instead of vibrate and shake loose. We need something that's going to go all the way through. Will that one do it?
I guess. Like this one? I don't know.
No, I think we tried the short ones and they wouldn't go all the way through. Let's give it a shot. No, it's like flush on the other side. We do need the one larger than this. Yeah, we'll make a bunch of course, now I can't get it out. Alright. Okay. Now we're going to try using the screws here too. You know. I mean, we'll probably need more because we got to put the ones on the sides too. But for right now, let's just start with these. So yeah, these instructions are not the best, folks. Sorry. Doing the best I can at, you know, trying to help you out as well as me. Shit. Oh, there it is. I got it. I thought it fell in this bucket down here with all my cables and stuff that's underneath my desk. That would have just been horrible. I can't get it. I can't get these to, because this one falls right through. I can do it that way. You can get it started that way. Come up with it. Nope, that just ain't gonna do it. So that one can almost be right. Yeah, see, this is not the ideal way. Unless you put the nut in there and we come in from the other side. Because if this is the back side, why wouldn't I go like that? Because it'd look nicer. Would the nut reach in there? I mean, I don't care how, as long as it just goes together, you know.
No, I think it's really
No, the nut will reach in there, see? And it'll look nicer from the back side.
Oh, let's see that. Okay. No, but it's gonna be loose. You know, it's gonna move.
Not when you tighten it. See? Once you tighten it, it won't move. I think it looks better because from back here, you know, because this is the outside, you want it to look as slick as possible. All right, so we opted to slide the screws in from the back side and then put a nut through the little hole in the front here. Go ahead.
Got it?
Yep, I think so. Yep, we got it. There we go. That seemed to work pretty well. Still floppy and flimsy. There we go. All right. So that's one piece. All right, now we need the piece with the motor on it. The piece with the motor is going to be the right-hand side. That would be this puppy right here. And again, it's not extremely important that you see how this goes together, because we are just snapping it. This stuff's still pretty obvious. You know, attempt to insert tabs into tabs that don't apparently line up correctly because we don't know what the hell we're doing. There we go. Okay. See that. Almost. It doesn't want to do this final snap. Okay, what the hell? Oh, we forgot we got the fan underneath that straps in too. There we go. Okay, alright. Now we got this in place, which isn't quite as tall as the other one. But let's get some screws in here because this thing's going to snap apart again. Do we have lots of these screws?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think putting it together like this with the, I think we did that first one underneath incorrectly. See these? That one? I think that should have went in the other way with the fan. I mean, I don't think that's going to hurt anything. I'm just saying that, you know, because that's going to look, see, these look nicer than that end.
Yeah, Bob.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right. Got that one? Nope.
Right?
Yep. Shit. All right. No, we got more.
More.
Yep, we got more and more and more.
Here.
Okay. See you then. So, apparently they didn't tell anybody that you're supposed to put these things together like this. You're just supposed to figure it out on your own, just like the triangle and square problem they have. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I forgot all about those two. Okay, we have two sides on. We're going to go for this side next, so we need the one that's not the front as we fill up on the nectar of the gods. Let's see, this has got to be the front, so that's got to be this side, I would imagine, because it's a limiter switch and a limiter switch. Like that, I would imagine, right?
This goes disappear.
Okay, so that keeps it from going too far forward, and this keeps it going too far up. Right? Well, you're the one to tell me how to put the thing together. That won't work. Look, can't work.
Oh, that's going to work.
What's this thing? Okay, and it goes up and down this way. You're saying it goes like this. Alright, the woman has spoken. And if I wish to stay happy, I need to keep her happy. So she wants me to put it here. So therefore, here's where it goes. And that one snapped in much easier. Oh, now we get some more damn screws together. I'd say it's starting to look like a printer, but the hard part is about to happen. I'm doing all the extruder stuff and the motor and wiring assemblies.
It's kind of friendly.
Do what?
Kind of friendly.
You say that about me too. Okay. That's all the screws I have. At least all those big ones. There you go, you got it. It wouldn't have been this room if we wouldn't have figured out to put these damn things in here. Very important you put those pieces in, because this thing would not be firm without it. But once you put them in, it firms up nicely. It really isn't going anywhere. Alright, pushing the nut in on the inside part, on the little notch, and now putting the screw in from the outside. So that way it looks cleaner. Tighten. These you definitely want to make sure you tighten down, you know, not too much, but make sure they are firm in there. I mean, otherwise they'll just rip the wood right off, and you want to make sure that's going to hold. I mean, so far, I may change my mind later, but right now I gotta say I'm slightly mildly impressed with how this goes together. I don't know if it's ingenious or idiotic, but it works. So far it works. Can I get it? Mm-hmm. There we go. I think you got it. Okay. Alright. I really don't know if we should be putting the front piece on, because I mean that's going to make it difficult to work inside. There's the directions. It'd make it difficult to work inside if you put this front piece on. Do we have to put it on yet? Yep, they want the front piece on. So let's put the tray and stuff in there first before we put that on. Okay, so now we put this thing on. Can you see? We got the rod for the table. That must be what they mean. So if you screw it counterclockwise, even though the directions didn't complete it, I'm sure you want to get it all the way down to the base. Of course, these rods, they go in the holes. I guess this is how you level it, is using these springs and stuff. Right now, the back is well, actually it is touching all the way around. I don't know if it's level. I'd have to get a level and set it on here to see if it's completely level, but you know, it looks good right now, though. You got your limiter switch that will stop it from going up. Got our motor over here. Now we plug on our front panel that I don't agree with because it's going to suck trying to put all this together. What about these rods that go through here? I mean, are we going to be able to snap those rods in without taking this back apart? Because those rods got to be firm in here. Yeah, it's showing that these rods go all the way through. All right, we're going to have to take this back off. Look. Because it looks like, you know, this hole's open and you slide it through. Okay. All right, well, let's put it together. It's not like we can't take this little piece off if we need to, right? Okay, well, this wasn't very well thought out when they decided to put this thing together. Okay, well, we got it together, so we should be able to tilted on its back somewhat, so we can put this piece on. The wood is slightly warped. I think that's it. Okay, well that leaves enough room to plug in there. We plug in there. And let's see if we can access that to plug in the ribbon cable. So we got wires galore. We can move those around. Okay. Is there a bottom for this? Yep, apparently there is. I guess we should get it all wired because I see them. All right. Well, I guess we gotta get to the screwing.
This one, right?
Yeah, I think that's it. We don't need it now, though, right? At least you just lay the nut in there, you know, and screw it up. All right. Maybe more screws.
Got it.
We need 2 more. At least for this section, we need 2 more. I know you can't see much, but all we're doing is putting those screw pieces in to hold the edges together and tightening them. So you're not missing out on much. And by now, you should become an expert at it. Although, maybe not an expert at holding the wrench. I just can't get it to catch something in there. I can't get it to catch the nut.
It's too tight.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's really going to matter now, though.
No.
Let's see the pressure off.
Here, this one.
Alright. Here we have the case
of the inbox cube. So now the fun part begins of doing all the innards. So we're going to stop and come back.